Hey guys, today is Tuesday, January 10th. We've talked about writing expressions the last few days, so we're going to kind of take today and write some expressions, algebraic expressions, okay? So first couple pages are kind of easy, but now the third and fourth page gets a little bit more complicated, so do the best you can do. And then we'll progress as we kind of go through this and kind of speak about it and stuff, okay? All right, so start with something pretty simple here, okay? So 6 times P, so we know it's right above it, 6 and 6 times P, okay? Now, that can equate to, also you could do the same thing as 6P. I'm okay with beginning like this, but we need to gravitate to this, because this is what you're going to do in middle school and high school and so on and so forth, okay? All right, the next one, 11 decreased by K. So 11 decreased by means subtract K, okay? So no big deal there, okay? All right, now, this is where it gets a little bit more complicated, okay? But we can still do it, okay? Now, as we're progressing through these, we've got to understand what some of these words mean, okay? So 1/4 of the sum of n and 3. Okay. So 1/4 of the sum of n and 3. Now, when it's worded like this right here, you got to be careful. Normally, you would, if you kind of, at the beginning, kind of how I taught it, you would kind of go ahead and do something like this right here. Okay, because the sum is the addition of two things, okay? So what we've got to do here, what this kind of actually means is that it's 1/4 is being multiplied times this right here in parentheses, okay? So the way it's worded, 1/4 of the sum. So you got to find the sum first before you multiply it by 1/4. Okay, so the sum of n and 3. Okay, so it's 1/4 n plus 3. Okay, so you still write it up here, that's fine. Remember, you can do the dot there, I'm fine with that, but it's multiplied like a distributive property. You multiply 1/4 times n and 1/4 times 3, okay? I'm not going to do that right now. All we're doing actually just setting up the expressions. So I can use this version or this version, either one, okay? Now, this right here gets a little more complicated too, okay? So the sum of, when it says the sum of, it means sum of these two things, okay? Just like kind of did up there, the sum of those two things. Okay? So sum of 4/5, 4/5 C, and means plus, where your sum goes where the and is, 1/3 Q. Okay, so we find the sum of 4/5 C, 4/5 of C, so 4/5 of C, of means multiply, so you put them together, 4/5 of C, okay? And the sum goes in where the and is the plus, 1/3 of Q. 1/3 of Q means 1/3 times Q, and like I said, we need to it kind of goes back to where we need to put those together like that, okay? Same philosophy right there, okay? All right, now, you gotta find the sum of those, and then it says minus 3, okay? So if you want to, we can kind of adjust this a little bit. Put it over top of 1/3 Q minus 3, if that helps you. Okay, I'm fine with that, okay? So the sum and means plus, okay? So if you want to write it together, we got 4/5 C plus 1/3 q minus 3. So there's your expression on that one, okay? All right. Any questions, let me know. Do your best. If you need to watch this video a few times, go ahead and do that. That's fine.